Have you ever felt just trapped by your own thoughts? Like your mind is this prison that's constantly replaying the past or spinning up these crazy anxious stories about the future? Well, today we're going to talk about how to find the key to that prison. And spoiler alert, it might have been in your pocket the whole time.
This quote, it just nails it, doesn't it? So often, the biggest things holding us back aren't really out there in the world. They're the arguments, the worries, and the worst-case scenarios that are happening right between our own ears. The problem isn't always your life, it's the mental filter you're seeing it through. So, let's break down what this prison actually is. It's that feeling of being hijacked by a mind that just refuses to be quiet. It's this constant, and let's be honest, totally exhausting inner chatter that disconnects us from what's actually happening right in front of us.
And this is why you feel so drained all the time. It's not that your life is necessarily so hard, it's that your brain is working overtime on stuff that isn't even real. Arguing with your boss in the shower, replaying some awkward thing you said last week, it's all mental weight, and you get absolutely nothing for carrying it.
And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? I don't mean just physically being somewhere. When was the last time you were fully present? Like you drank a glass of water and actually tasted it, or you walked outside and just felt your feet on the ground without being totally lost in a daydream. If you're anything like me, it's probably been a little while. So why do we even do this to ourselves? Well, it's not some kind of personal flaw. It's more like a habit, an addiction almost, and it's rooted in our survival instincts. Our brains were built to constantly scan for danger, to replay mistakes so we don't make them again. The problem is, in our modern world, that threat detector is just always on. It gives us this cozy illusion that if we just think hard enough, we can control everything.
Here's the deal we make with our minds. On one side, you have the illusion. We think, if I just analyze this enough, I can avoid getting hurt. Or, if I worry about everything, I'll be prepared for anything. But then, reality just hits you with one simple question. Has it worked? Has all that overthinking ever really stopped life from happening? Think about it this way. A hammer is an amazing tool. You pick it up, you use it to build something incredible, and then you put it down. But what if you carried that hammer with you everywhere? To bed, in the car, on the date? That's exactly what so many of us are doing with our minds. We've totally forgotten how to put the tool down, and we're getting crushed by its weight.
It's like you're dragging this loud, clanking, noisy machine everywhere you go. And then we have the nerve to wonder why we feel so restless, why we can't find any peace and quiet. The peace is already there. We're just drowning it out with our own mental noise.
Okay, so if thinking our way out doesn't work, then what does? The escape route is reality. And the anchor that holds you firmly in reality, the one thing that never leaves the present moment, is your physical body. It's always, always right here, right now.
And presence isn't some complex, mystical, woo-woo concept. It's actually super simple. It's just your attention being in the same place as your body. That's it. If your body is walking, your attention is on the feeling of walking, not on some fight you had yesterday. Simple idea, but yeah, it definitely takes some practice.
This is so true. Your mind can tell you a story like, oh, I'm fine, everything's cool, all while your jaw is clenched and your shoulders are practically touching your ears. Your mind can insist, I don't even care, but your stomach is tied in knots. Your body never lies. It's the ultimate truth teller about what's really going on with you in this exact moment.
And this is the secret sauce. You don't have to fight your thoughts. Trust me, that's a battle you'll lose every time. Instead, you just move your attention somewhere else. Your focus is like a spotlight, and by shining it on a physical sensation, like your breath, you automatically pull it away from the mental story. It's a simple little move, but it is so powerful.
So how do we make this a real, practical skill? Look, this is not about finding some magic off switch for your brain. It's about training your attention, just like you'd train a muscle at the gym. It's a simple, repeatable practice that eventually leads to real freedom.
So the core practice really just boils down to these 3 simple steps. First, you just notice. You notice, oh, hey, I'm lost in thought again. No big deal, it's what minds do. Second, you gently relocate your attention to an anchor. Your breath, a sound in the room, the feeling of your feet on the floor. And third, you just repeat. You're going to do this over and over and over without beating yourself up for it.
Please, if you remember one thing, let it be this. Getting lost in thought is not a failure. It's just the default setting for our brains. The real win, the moment you build that mental muscle, is every single time you return. The person who comes back to the present 100 times a day is getting way stronger than someone who never even notices they're gone. Each return is a rep.
And for those times when you're really stuck in a thought loop, you can't think your way out of it. You have to physically break the spell. Get up, walk around, stretch, do one single push-up. Overthinking loves it when you're sitting still. Action just completely shatters the illusion.
Seriously, remember this. Your mind can come up with 1,000 reasons why you shouldn't do something. It can spin these endless webs of doubt and fear, but it is absolutely powerless against the simple, solid reality of your body taking one single step.
So what's the big payoff for all this training? What's on the other side? It's not about becoming some thoughtless zombie, not at all. It's about self-mastery. It's about finally getting in the driver's seat of your own experience and being able to choose where you place your most valuable resource, your attention.
This is such a powerful way to redefine strength. Being strong isn't the absence of inner noise or fear or doubt. True strength is being able to hear all of that chatter and choosing your actions anyway. The freedom is in that little bit of space between the thought and your response. And this is the transformation we're talking about. You shift from reacting to everything like a scared animal, constantly scanning a made-up landscape for threats that aren't even there, to living like a warrior. And not an angry, aggressive warrior, but a centered one, calm, alert to what's actually in front of you, present, and ready for anything.
Let's be super clear about the objective here. You are never going to stop thinking. It's impossible, so don't even try. But you can stop being controlled by it. You can learn to see your thoughts like clouds passing in the sky or like suggestions from a kind of crazy advisor instead of commands you have to obey. That is the entire game.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. We spend so much time and energy trying to avoid failure out there in the world, but maybe the real tragedy is building a successful life that you never actually get to experience because you were too busy living inside your head the whole time. What if real life is waiting for you, right here, right now, just on the other side of your next thought?